NBA 2K24 just released some new information talking about the new Pro Play system. They just released their new gameplay trailer, and it left a lot of people with questions about what is Pro Play. Luckily for us, they tell us in the courtside report. They describe Pro Play as a new cutting-edge technology that directly translates the movements from real NBA games into NBA 2K24 gameplay. In the past, they used a mocap technique in order to capture the animations of players. So they would actually fly in players, put on these suits that had sensors all around their bodies, and then have them do motions or do different types of moves on air to try to get the different animations and then put them into the game. As you can imagine, doing moves on air is different than when you're actually playing against a real live person. There's certain jitters and certain movements that you're gonna do that you really wouldn't do when you're not playing against a real live person in front of you. So the courtside report goes on to say previous iterations of NBA 2K have featured a variety of dribble packages and unique jump shots, but capturing a contouring athletic layup under the basket or an ankle-breaking step back to create separation from a lockdown defender in a pivotal moment of a game hasn't been possible to this degree. To me, this sounds like offense is about to get crazy. I hope for all my defensive players out there, like myself, have a chance next year, because right now it's not looking too good. So it looks like we're gonna have some new animations put into the game. New jump shots, dunks, layups, dribble moves, pass animations, signature movements. It says offense and defense? Uh-oh. It looks like we have some good news for the defense. So not only are the primary animations changing, it looks like the small things, such as inbounding passes, are going to be changed as well. This sounds like Pro Play is going to make NBA 2K24 a more immersive experience. If you're a basketball sim head, it's looking really good for you. With the changes to the animations, there's going to be changes for gameplay. When it comes to offense, shooting and dribbling will be more accessible and intuitive than before. This will enable players of all levels to flourish on the court, whether you're a new player or a returning player, or even an experienced veteran. This sounds like they're making the game a little bit easier, which is, again, great for our newer players. I don't know if that means it's going to close the skill gap, but hey, this is good news for people that want to get into the game or never played 2K before. Shot timing is changing. It's going to the green or miss shot timing. So now instead of time-based release points, you can set your desired release point at a certain animation cue. Layups will also be changing. The layup timing is now on by default. Advanced layups like floaters, reverse, hop steps, all those types of moves will be more effective in 2K24. Dunking for our dunkers. It says we'll be able to do the rim hangs. We can do that in 2K23. So it doesn't seem like there's any real upgrades. However, they will be increasing the difficulty to complete meter dunks. So those dunks when you drive through the paint and you see the player pull up a meter, those types of dunks will be more difficult in NBA 2K24. Now for the paint play, for our bigs. The bigs are going to have a lot of fun dominating the paint in NBA 2K24. I need the paint play to be crazy. For the bigs, scoring in the paint should be easier. So things like putback attempts, post fades, hop shots, they should be more effective for all of you post players. Strength and weight are definitely going to be felt this year. If you have a high rated glass cleaner, you should be able to grab boards over smaller players with ease. Mike Wang said that his favorite element in NBA 2K24 was the dribble breakdowns. You'll need to know how to create separation with your dribbling to get high percentage shots. There'll be more dribble combos, and with the new Pro Play feature on New Gen, it'll make the moves and combos that you do more explosive. There's also a new dribbling mechanic that was added to the game. It's called Blowout Dribble. Tapping the sprint trigger while moving will give you a quick burst of speed where the ball handler pushes the ball ahead to get out quickly in transition. In the front court, the same mechanic can be used for a quick change of pace to quickly blow by unsuspecting defenders. Adrenaline boosts are back, but they have been redesigned. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances. However, they will disappear every time the on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a drive attempt. They also changed the effect of adrenaline. Instead of slowing down the ball handler's movement, losing adrenaline will now impact your shooting attributes. If you lose all your adrenaline, you won't be able to get a bucket. Defense has been improved. Defensive movement has been improved on many fronts, with better responsiveness and less sliding. So of course, this is gonna help all of those defensive players stay in front of those dribble guys. Improved contact can be felt in the paint. So for our bigs, if you have a big that's a defensive anchor, it'll be much easier putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Directional steals are back. You'll be able to swipe with the correct hand to whatever side that you want. I just hope that it plays as good as what they're making it seem. They also improved the shot contest logic that puts a greater weight on body positioning, which will require more skill, especially when you're trying to block shots. Takeover is back in the game, but it has changed. In the past, we would select our takeover abilities when we're creating our build. This year, we don't do that. This year, we can select whatever takeover we want on the fly. When you fill up your takeover meter, you can pull up a menu that lets you choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defensive or rebounding, or physicals. Activating one of those categories will boost your ratings in that specific category. So now you have the flexibility to evaluate what's happening on the court to see what your team needs before you're deciding on what you want to use for your takeover. Just like last year, if you delay your takeover activation and you fill up the second meter, you can activate the double takeover, which allows you to select 2 different categories of ratings to boost. The Mamba Mentality badge, of course, is back this year. That sounds like a W improvement to me. But let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are about these new improvements coming to NBA 2K24. But that's it for now. If you guys enjoyed this one and learned something new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, bang on that notification bell, and I will catch you in the next one.